If you're a guy around 18 to 24 and you're either starting university soon or you are already in one, now is the best time for you to learn how to look confident. And that's because confidence is highly related to how well you do in presentations and interviews in school, how many friends you have, and even how attractive girls think you are. Now, most people have the misconception that confidence is a personality trait that is set at birth. That's not entirely true. Confidence can be learned. Today, I want to talk about a few body language tricks that you can immediately pick up that will make you look significantly more confident. So if you're willing to take your confidence to the next level, stay tuned for the next few minutes. This is Calvin from The Modern Asian Man. Welcome to my channel. One, fixing your stance. The way you stand is a big part of how confident you look. If you're slouching and looking down at the floor every time you're out and about, you aren't giving yourself a chance. Now, this is the right way to stand to make yourself look much more confident. Stand up straight by pulling up your spine and pull your shoulders slightly to the back. You don't want to pull too much because that will only make you look like a jackass. Put equal weight on both your legs and stand in a fairly wide stance. Keep your head up and remember to never look down. The trick behind this is that when you stand like this compared to someone who slouches, you are going to take significantly more space, appear taller, and generally look fitter. Now, all minds are biologically geared to associate someone who stands like this with characteristics such as being more dominant, confident, and charismatic. So if you want to be associated with these qualities, stand upright and tall like I've shown you. Just remember not to overdo it because the moment you do, people can see through it very clearly. 2. Engaged and open body language. Confident people generally behave in a more open manner. That means you don't want to cross your arms, put your hands in your pockets, and put your arms in front of your body. Doing this creates a barrier between you and other people. This makes you appear closed off. What you want to do is to engage your body and arms freely. When you speak, use gestures. When you stand, keep your arms relaxed at the side of your body. The trick is to be comfortable with moving about and expressing yourself freely. Confident people aren't afraid to do that. Unconfident people usually appear stiff and tense because they are afraid of expressing themselves. So practice being more open and relaxed in front of other people. Just be careful not to become an attention whore. There is a clear line between trying too hard to get people's attention and being confident. So practice moderation. 3. Minimize fidgeting. We might fidget, and that's something like touching our collar, stretching our arms, adjusting our shirt, something we do over and over when we are nervous to get rid of that excess energy. We might fidget and we are completely oblivious to it, but people around us can notice it very easily, especially in a presentation. Fidgeting makes us look nervous and anxious. Most of all, it's super obvious. If you want to look confident, you want to minimize fidgeting as much as possible. However, completely eliminating it makes you seem like a robot. The trick here is to be comfortable with being yourself and adjusting only when it is necessary. 4. Eye contact. Now, this is the last thing because it is pretty high level. Confident people make eye contact. However, as Asians, we are pretty unfriendly people. We try to avoid eye contact as much as possible. We look down at our phones, we look everywhere else to avoid meeting someone's eyes. But eye contact is the biggest differentiator between confident and unconfident people. Because of that, you want to make eye contact. When you're in a conversation with somebody, you want to maintain around 60 to 70% eye contact. Look away when you must, but return to make eye contact to the person that you are talking to. I don't mean to stare, but just don't avoid eye contact because it makes you look like an unconfident person. And that's probably why people say eyes are the windows to your soul. If you're hiding your windows, then nobody is going to see your beautiful soul. So make eye contact. Finally, I just want to tell you that picking up these body language tricks isn't going to be easy, especially if you're brand new to them. However, they are going to make you look significantly more confident. Again, confidence is highly related to how well you do in presentations and interviews in school, and even how attractive girls think you are. So it's up to you to decide whether these tricks are worth picking up or not. Even if you aren't interested in those reasons, learning how to look confident is a great way for you to improve as a young man. If you do decide to pick up this body language, practice hard and you will begin to look much more confident in no time. With that, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and give us a subscribe, because more cool videos like this will be coming out on this channel every week. My goal as a creator of this channel is to become your best provider of resources and lessons that maximize your potential. So if you do enjoy these videos and on this channel, give us a subscribe. With that, this is Calvin from The Modern Asian Man. Thank you for watching.